Yera ho Badwam Adom TV no so abo ma pounds man so sene onim dada no anano pay yesi nkonwa sa no ayo man ho adwendwen ene ye de toa wo text message to 1760 email kabatmajonline.com and afi wo Twitter obetimi follow me or tweet account @kojokaba ano person onim no Supreme Court issues no that's why na kadudo no anyim se nka atemu na ba no nka nsembedjo na no ewo TV3 dwumadi hot issues ya urakwasi prat ene di muchiame ma lawyer chachuchi kata kopie mu ho nsem bia odi tudwa ama free nra no bisi ne no nsem a ekoso no nyensem ketwa MPP for issue statement atu bia mane no ye bedwendwe hu sesiara na ye kwa homa so no na ehwese yensa abeka General Secretary the New Patriotic Party lawyer Kojo Uso free watch this sebe senior urata chikata kasaye no wan kasaye mi am wo fa no ano pay be ma na chi na afie de nkomo no ato aso over no pay mo achi
me Joshua bro na mo to say
ya hu yo na so
ye de Supreme Court for the Abidrani ye ni hwia ye ka
na no akopie mu ya na mibisa ho asemi a wo mo di ugina daka ni nchen no wo mo so wo ma abo kokko se busumi nsia he onantie mu ye ni okasa mu ye etisen
because I say me ye na nyame nantie nantie de se sebe ye bedre obi anchele se be sia nantie
this on antico ni fa cry ne wa nantie no Ova no pay boko na mu manye boko em se wunua ene wo teacher ni lawyer chachuchi kata ena na no wakotena TV3 na ne nkasa emu no enam so ma mo so mode aba betudwa se chachuchi kata won kana no ntum saa asem no odi ko tudwa no ena ema mo so mode saa asem nso aba betudwa edi empoten eni nchiremu a wo munti a mo kasa won kana no ntum yi
edikai obia ntimi kanche chikata sabi nye ne bechere kasa epe wiase wo binche obia wiase nyansa nyina no ono de bae eti nye ne bechere obeka ne mo so ka bibi ye diri se emuaye wo ho yo se de ma no wo ka bibi na sabi kasa no ehwenim kasa no time ne bonya aw se yetibika bi ekire no na wo hunu se sabi mfadi asan nyansa nye bakofo na obi na asabi na no etia pa owura chikate ofie ni yobia ni sua na wodi wo court demo no Petition na jere yen said na ayi ne mra bia woni papa bi na dabre amana asano wodi bem ba je sanete je ne mra dodo woni ana chese achide wo akodi asem ami abua ne bemti no chese ana wonam na wo tu hire gudu ho ana sabi wo di atem no tie mu ko eti sa sabi ayi na won so ne sun ne ban ya won so no wo hunu se enye ne nyansa dodo bi na amene dipem wo bia wo ga na bia se ba bia ni sa asem ayekai na edikan kaba asem ayekai deji fonum ebua se abane ekoto ye ne bibi wo ho deji fonum doche obra doche okunu nirma mienu ewom a se ankoyie o ti ase doche de ohunu ye enie wo de akaba de zo obi wo se absence of presiding officer signature no enu ho asem enya ankoyie overvoting ankoyie
at the ring road
offer
assemblies of God Church
overvoting voting without biometric verification, absence of signature. Who be send to Ankoye. Or above money. And so say voting without biometric verification so Ankoye. And to offer judge for a num Uji and Corona, a munum, who be pony or abattoir home. Et the man will be an yellow for any moros for him. No nante mamma Betiso, the sour Jim Bimbia and Mama. If there's no one no. That there anyone say any Sunday mago. Chikata, what would the neighbors for him? And what need see his lordship, just as any Yabuaso. No Solia, now what night a chapia, a chairman, a dinner. If it's a chance, and say, when you end this to court them, and the just send you what them, sir, or be no one can be here, then this for tomorrow, nobody let them. He said, I'm a judge about any war. Sikata say, baby, or grana, any above which I want. There will be an 8-1. I judge about dissenting. One also end this for the buyer. It is said, the amount dissenting on the chair say, war party be mudia. And you know where you're putting near Bua. Judge 4 and 9. And then I reckon a Tuguba, a Dinura, the Degway, a Cotobanfo. One will be papa, free, a Yama, a Siena, a Yerko Cotro. One of you back up, back up. One with the DC for a Tuguba, the Degway, a Cotobanfo, pay for the Domba Metro. And then this for Munam Domba. It's not just by Chikatas logical. And also, one not done by Intino. And there's a normal NDC for Mama or no. And you know, no will be Papa Bia and free and someone. You can't cut them all. Not one. But will be because only NDC for. I don't think that your mama shall white, I don't know. One the vice president, any others, I think Jubilee House. Your boss, because NDC for judge for your change. Bench one, I catch almost as a more them. If you go by Chikatas logic, I knew the Chicata, or you know, or somebody would never borrow something. Now a man, but this all, what did Jay and your hand time, Akatasa? What I say? Now, what's the any of what? Because MP before they buy it's all MP. But for money, MP before they buy will break your end. I didn't Jack for the buyer or break your end. It's not as I said, Jack for the mobile. Send me NDC for a Jack for because Jack for Casa, what the MP for and their comment. It was what the NDC for and the boy. By Chikatas logic. At some time, now I want this president to condemn Chikata. And this reform condemn no. Now let Chikata come and withdraw that irresponsible statement. No, yeah, no. If I tell you no. So what do you want some pay? It's brown for it's a now some who did them. Who call ya go Supreme Court, as some who did them. Any of one quano, and what court to appeal a brown for as some say, no court to appeal any deal. As some in High Court, you're brown for you go to me. We appeal and go saga. It didn't say any of one and I just a one so because court to appeal or more trouble. Now, court to appeal about to Guano, who call bank claim watching. One of what do was them. I know you want to do something there, or you want me there, won't you help it before? At the same time, no, because already dead before, I go around among your same Maybe the 2 years who say, that could be awesome. I got told me near my yanto, and my near brain, my time baby. Then when my father said, I took about NDC. My father said, Bedebe or NDC. My father said, I didn't or NDC. My father said, I got about 4 years NDC because all we have some tea. I don't. There's a Chikata logical, son of Tia, and then yet, so sending the no mobile on by them, they'll be a handkerchief because one would judge for no, I catch them assembly of grandma. But the ticket, one year, January, I want to know, no, are you on my gun for auto? What I say? And then the money be, and I'm going to give him. Send the whole carrier there. That is a sad idea, I want, and I'm going to give him. There's also a giant crowforcer. Also, and this for a judge for a dorsal by his own analysis.
Now, Sir John, yes, you say, yes, my statement, I'm with the Abano, me will be making came moi. Now, Sir Netia, dear, Nanny, only one more Mocassa, and another to 2 Mika crown or concede, and only one more James Anna.
Oh, on Tubica. So say, your policy said, now no National Council for Council, as I know, yes, review. Now, so said the ticket, I'm not going to say, judge for a Brasamo, say a brand on political lines. Then, I'm right near the Briano. The same quality judgment is in Yankin kind. They can carry any who said the Rosania and no more politics near area. Never can whoop. The young can't say and for review, but a bunny who said, and you know, Sana politics. So they are ticket I cannot there. And you're right, you have a review. It will be at one another as a new and we by ticket, you know, they say what be so, and who said, Sana political. Now,
says Mokoking kind of idea, mobile review.
Oh, now political, say ticket I can. say atukuba we NDC etina omlet ne ba send no bullet ayen akotoba for say we NDC etina won hu bi papa bi afimu say bedegbe we NDC etina won hu bi papa bi afimu because I don't know your political lines because I don't know what do ba bench ono na wudi na sema no tina eni yebo a edi ma tripe no so na won mo on ba ye no won so di am NDC NDC ko na sa na se dia na dai sabi yan kwasi afo na
na dai
so ni da o na ni mo wa ye na abra na ye ti ko dem ho na mame adinira wo ka ti adisen you know no signature no don't waste your time even to show it to a friend say Afedan. Now, if it is not signed, it is not signed. After John Beji to say 905 pink sheets, you are signed. You are about 1,600 pink sheets, you are signed. And then I didn't on all the pink, on all those. One to just said, the aggressively we are. Ghana's elections will never be the same. Now, sending that here. That's elections near good year. Others in there ended the same. Again. Eti media de o chika take no ani ese ya we asem ni mu am ye kunu e kwa fa so a e bu atem no ani ye bo a dey ko for na ba e to IPP sana e bedegbe and this one na ba e to NDC akoto banfo NDC na ba e we NDC atuguba and this one na ba e we NDC one man can e bu eti and brother sana dey ko for nim say some me NDC for no don go bench by chika analysis.
Na se mo kinka na mu se politics a na do ye first petition na se won ko biom na mo ko review ha na mo de ne ko
that petition o me ba ko be people here say any petition I know the National Council will meet again and take a decision because you who say sadness political by Chika's analysis
na no a asemi bae meni orase edu nketia di nkomo mse na anu fiada no ya wo kire sa manfo ebo na do abaso kra se waya ade ebi ma da na wo mu da na sese wa priama wagye atum na asumdua aba na do kra no ni nsem bia wakeka kan ne niema bia waya atwam no wo hia baso bodi bia menim se wate sa asemi ete se ma
metiase me uni metiase se de fikata be kan no e tia sa ade na political the world do be by no Obama. The judge or NDC, no Obama NDC. Sani Kobai. If you are saying that your uncle say, if they here, so go for the crowd, I could tell you, I said, get your camera. Yabaso. And because I don't know, a judge for baby Udano, and no Buako. Chicata, I mean, the NDC for judge for a dorsal, our bench, and so, and no go be a chair. And also a morning. But the Chicata must come again.
Over near Kosui, a Badwam atem adwuma na timi akoso. Sa lawyer form penny for sa mo nkasa emu no.
Kaba. Enkasa ye nkasa emu, pate se chikata na no asem e born no. No never busa asem no because one no dey na go back ani no. Ono dey ayamonyo bae. One no no keke so dem some full sorry I for opese odi justice ani yeboa atutan mu. Na ka dem nim ni say we lawyer ni say dey want to dey so lawyer papa e wo wiase na no. Ye be dia san for no. Say no ani yeboa ho asem a. I don't know oyi wo me na nonka. Say ani yeboa wo ya pipi ni say asem no be man ni bi. You just a no, and then as a listener to a major fatano, and then now you on 1 day. If it's a I don't know, some political, let it near him this hour. But the point is for a better so now to we. Now we didn't know. And the chickens are me who say, Sergeant Sana political.
So John, ye di besi ha na minim se ebre ko nyina no. Hu behia se ye bedi hu komo a ye beto nsa frɛw. Sama for so one wafi studio on person mu ti producer new be do komo
ebre so ebeba se chikata ti ase die ye beba na asam no enwui se the chikata asiam mati ase die se ade se political anya law ni eni dikai na ka law ke ni kaba. Elections in this country will never be the same after this judgment. So after they said they have done here in 9 years. If it is not broken, you don't fix it. I must sit before we say, yeah, reforms. What reforms? Because Supreme Court see the BIA good. They are saying a year. You have got 12 hours and say, a year. So dear pan, you call from BIA. I go for say, let us have reforms. What's reforms? That was the first one. I can Supreme Court say the DIA. I'm going to say I say bedek benom ane atugu banom ane akotoba fonom say enyeman siano so mo hunu papa kra ba ko go go say ono. And the first one of the eka. Obi enu obe force bia e bra so nya koto ba ye nya koto gum ye nya na dia ba obi en go Supreme Court bio. I dey political say for if for the political politics.
Now judgment no say can be.
Hey, ya ko am ko di dey senior ready. Judgment ya hwemu ya kenka niam pe 2018 bia ba mu I bi kura vote mienu. Afa di ade chen ani aso judgment no say the be no mistake. We are missing every moment judgment no be them go kai ya wada ya lawyer for chonnet and the Supreme Court ya say near ready if you ada the chonnet at the Supreme Court ya ka tell me say near ready na judgment na ni wa e dia so ne fe ya the bu asem no
over ye ribesi na ye bedin komotire nyame so nka ho lawyer Kojo Usafriye aka Sir John and yeni jin komo no it's 23 after 7 or Adom TV Badwam ni eguso ayden komo DJ ni bra nti one raging controversy na anope amanfo bisam say e dey na chachu akoka this asemi na ye bebo amasisi ye bebo e dey amasisi na nke per visual no but amanfo ni etwita visual so man fa man eti your sound no oh your sound ye bebo ama o hemani ye ko so fa man I etwita Adom. So my sister, your sister bia. Omuni epem so. Mo gra mo ye free to yes so yet ye baby so money e pre. E di engra ni. E ba free to head ye nko mo. Ye ba bo mo papa. E yen to kopu asem na meka. Akuti ani mi ra mo meka ni baby ameka. But enti eno ye nkomo ye bedie na no pay. Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams and so akasa so mampeni won ka Ghana fo nyina mu ebra Supreme Court asemi ye nyina ye dia akwakote akire no eno ye nkomo a ye bedie na gabi ochire da konso so adi biatum alopei na mehesen ka mechire na enne di nkomo so o se nyaade obekasa ho nya wachiro no wachiro nyaade obekasa ho yenko na yenkotie lawyer Chachu Chikata ewo TV3 hot issues Kwesi Pratt and no host yentie no.
It didn't surprise me that Justice Enene Yeboah, for instance, was consistently in that group. I mean, he has been consistently against even the NDC being joined as a party. And, I mean, consistently in court, I think it was quite clear that he was taking positions against everything that was put forward from our side. I mean, it was there was a very consistent way. And again, I think that we all understand that the judiciary is made up of human beings. They have their own political convictions. And in his case, he was appointed as a judge by President Kufuor. He probably still has a certain loyalty to the cause of his...
but should that matter?
It should not, but I'm giving you a frank example of a situation where it seems to me that, somebody like that really did not take up what I would call a truly balanced judicial posture in relation to the matters that were before him. And I say that very frankly, but I believe that is an observation that one can make. And, we do recognize as lawyers and as law teachers particularly, we do recognize the ways in which sometimes decisions are affected by some of these personal, prejudices and positions. It didn't surprise me that Justice Enene
voice no ewa akra na Judicial no otie no brofuna de back and kasema say nye no nwanwa say yasani ebo ato aba editi a NDC isan say asem ne sha say nyina no bia beko bia NDC woto aba tia wo na nye no nwanwa isan say President Kufuor na appointing into oba no nyina no na onum say loyalty go kan say wotwi mu owo ase bibia seso wo yema MPP for editwa wo ka say wo appointing member Supreme Court essentially eno ni asomo acha chikata dia tudwa ya ka say senior guarantee amankwasi ama member parliament and the Mafanti Akwa North ewo efia na ene se nka munu se kwasi prat enso so kwasi adoje me kwasi se nyame adoma wo chena ena ne paper no idi mfie aduonu na wo mo hye ho fa enti no nyaade na obetumi abaye ma na enti ni amasa na mwali babe kansa enche bia senior akwaba boko de otare come on.
Thank you.
Fepa
to say
boko okay it's yanko Action Chapel International na yanko he Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams ebra President Mahama call so kwako denya me ase ene nkomo ekoso afi na yewi ade nkomo no ye de ahyeso yeba yanko nenko action yanko he ne ekoso.
At the Ring Road Assemblies of God Church, President John Mahama joined the congregation to offer praise and worship to God. The presidential train also joined worshippers at the Action Chapel to thank Ghanaians for the good conduct before and after the court verdict.
God has a bright place for us. We have a bright future ahead of this country, but we can only claim it if we work together to claim it. As he said, I'm only human. I can roll out the vision, I can create the enabling environment, but it is for all of us to take advantage of that environment and move our nation to the place that God has prepared for us. And so I hope that we will put all this uncertainty of the last 8 months behind us, and that we'll come together in the boat or the ship called Ghana, and all of us will row towards the single destination we want to go. I've always said that if you sit in the same boat and half of you are rowing forward and the other half are rowing backwards, where will that boat go? It will stay in the same place. But if you sit in a boat and all of you are rowing in the same direction, where will that boat go? It will go forward to the destination that has been prepared for you.
Well, that was at the Action Chapel International. Or text messages 1760, email kaba@twanchaonline.com, and now follow me on Twitter, Kojo Kaba. Essentially, a Supreme Court and matters arising. Na opinion question ma misha si influ so na no yawada na judgment no by MC judgment by minu share me yankasa ho. Nti ansa kra na ebeba na nsem a producers dey ato ze edi nkomo no judgment ba na no yawada sana ofa no
oh me kawa me dase me fa kwanya nsu na ya de nyame asese ne nsu ya bihia na echia onya wuti ni omo mo hwe nyina ni titru ni fante akwafo kawa judgment yi se de obisa mi de me fa no ne se ade no se ohwe emfa se enema be se miensa na omugina so edibu a asemi se de omudi kanka no se law the law and facts and memfa ne se precedent and say other social factors or previous judgment factors. Na se ohwe sa na ma miensa mu pa dia na mene judges enan no a decent ye ne se abato no de enema bibiri course nti anka anye bia kra na baby a sa enema nyina course no de enka e wo se ye to no foforo e de che se ohwe pa se ye dia tun se constitution na asi epo se unipa no wansan a sha na be hye ho ne de eye obligatory se o se presiding member ne sign nti se wansan de a na je se ho no enimra kwan so nti se ofa sa ne ma we nu nyina na se otete sa ne ma ne nyina afiri mu de a ne nanka judgment e ba ye ngo se nke ba ne sei if you say emra na chire pefi enye se emra no na ehuni kwan emra na huni kwan esi so po se we si a se na e wo se ye we ba se na wo se ye eye machine ayem fan to be ebe pefe no verification no vote
womo a omo vote against no yenye hu reasons enyina so nti a womo ese womo to abano in favor of the respondents.
Say near na yeka. Say no ba.
Mami misa lawyer bako. Sa ne ma ye kokoko so na fe mi wi na me jamre no. Dey ama lawyer Samson Labia ye ni my brother and colleague but not colleague at law. There be a colleague in the media, host of News File and a lawyer. Yenko bisa no anope so no akasa the statement bi atutu tuma. Lawyer akwaba.
Kaba me Joseph.
What me arrest kakra over the weekend?
Me hear because I have an early morning hearing.
Oh, I see. And me anya in term what me akọ. Me aka some own statement odi atum na making can be about your disappointment or and same be akọ so omemu. Em say na no Saturday we news fa no niam bi akọ so right lawyer Chachuchi Kata and then subsequently Sir John reply or dear man on ade. As a lawyer and Otis seniors, Kika answer me, especially Chachikata on Justice Enemia Eboa at the same amount.
Kaba Edikaino, me kase, judges no, they have taken an oath, and the oath they have taken is an oath to do justice without fear or favor, without ill will or affection. After taking this oath, professionally, some of them may not or may fall foul of the oath. Omuye nipa inti nipa so de infomso ewe so. Na in our system no, se obi ana judge ni bi eye bibia emfa ne kwan mu a senior chachu pa kana ye ni say en chachu yenti a me di ya pa e ma no ne say me bunu pa. I have a lot of respect for him, and me did say in the legal fraternity no, he has this esteem within a greater number of the practitioners, even among judges. You wo ebuo pa edimano obia why obia wa kire emrada ewo friends Ghana School of Law Faculty of Law da yewo lawyers a omo ye adwuma sisia ebi eyewo na wo kire omo ade e gidi pa so wo kire omo ade no osisu dia kire omo say yewo channels of complaint bi o hwa and lawyers no ebia wo no onyankontem abramo litigate no bibi be ba emfa na kwen ma na say judge bibi ye bibia emfa na kwen na eba sa na one train students and one train students me say ko radio so anako TV so anako media so na eko atake onyanko no ana say atake judge no then so nyenka obetire omo a me gidi pass wo kire ye ene say wo di petition now, what provided evidence to substantiate or allegations and our claims of bias or claims of unprofessional conduct on the part of a judge. Now, Odiako to Chief Justice in the office, and now baby, ya designated say oho, and a complaints unit assemble. I was here can or near the cotono. And I said, Odibeko Ghana Bar Association, almost what the same unit to be or I'll bet you the two manim. And as officer, I was a general legal counsel and I'll declare. Now they are called two manim. with the two anymore, the channels will be, the processes will be followed. You be free nipano, you be free also, or dance for you be from wina abetrase. Na ubia eyina no. Asema make kaba ma sebi muda me hu seni omo ye no. Nti eye me wonwa pa say lawyer ni panyin pa to say chachichikata. Oye ni oye ye no. When he had not activated all the processes that are available to him. Ni okaye no. Okasi sudia say no kre enye say ya asem bia wo boni sire mu eka enu ena ma me edi ya okese say sa beti a adan ena wan fa nkoto petition ankoto be bia wo so de ko na ye free judge no na say basi wo say atwi na so a ni atwi na so because the one yes sa ne wo ye ne say wan fa evidence bia anko na waka na wo ko ba bia ne kire say ye no kre pa say ne wo ka no ye no kre a ene na nipa na wa yes abone no wa fa ne ho adi obekoso aso asa atma se edi nipa bi asem obekoso edi sa abone no edi sa abone na di nkrofo foforo bi nti na wo no wo na fa ede na wo ye no ne ye me yakese so ne say onim pa this Supreme Court ya a ruling in State versus Kasana say a multitude of suspicions put together cannot constitute proof. And somehow can Osha, they are mere suspicions. Compim say obey providing evidence to prove them no. They are mere suspicions. Multitude of suspicions put together cannot constitute proof. Why do you do this to the judiciary, do this to the judges? And let's look at the facts. What are the facts? Go to unanimous for duplicate serial numbers, for duplicate polling station codes, and for unknown polling stations. So where is the justification for the consistency of the voting bias, politically biased influence voting of Justice Aniyabua against the respondents? I think that is most unfair. It is most shameful, to say the least. It should not be happening, and it shouldn't be coming from someone of his caliber. I have such great respect for him that I think that if he said, we will not sit down and allow them to run the system down. Posterity has to benefit from what they have also benefited from. So if it is his thinking, say, Sebio, ono de bebi awedu no we nti anya ade oba be court bi o nti ehia na it is very bad, it is very sad. Bebi a what ye adwuma ama wonya din a wonya ama wodu bebi awedu no esa say wo ebi a wo kwa eja ho nti umfa ho say obe se no obe gu ho enu ase no ase no dia enya the best of example. Chief Justice Judge Wood eka on the 30th of September 2011 Abrana Oji lawyers afofra ye na omo eba system no mu atum ewo Lagos. O can say and asem o kan no no it is all over the world. Independent advocates, independent lawyers. Korea wo mu see ni lawyers no bi omo independent. They have sold their consciences to their political masters, to political loyalty, which is very shameful and sad. Justice Judge Wood can say, independent advocates, it is their responsibility to rally to the support of the judiciary and the judges when they are being run down, when their reputation is being damaged without basis. It doesn't mean we should pay blind loyalty to them because it means some nipa and a toda mutimi yama and fakwemu. So we cannot give them blind loyalty. But this is an occasion for the Bar Association to rise up and to call Mr. Chikata to order, ask him to either substantiate his allegations and go through the formal way of proving them and having the judge disciplined or sanctioned, or in the absence of that, he should retract, apologize, and suffer the consequences.
But
maybe that he should be referred to the appropriate entity for the appropriate sanctions to be prescribed against him if he is found to have gone about this baseless sort of analysis. The analysis is very warped. It's sham. Look at the analysis. It's so sham.
But
I don't know where it is coming from. And look at it. Judges, Kaba, judges, because of the ethics of their profession. Use the processor opportunity. Don't go to a platform and that is the main reason why independent lawyers in this country and the Bar Association particularly, what's it? Bar Association, sorry, because one share here, so send an echo. In my article, you hear me, you read me refer to the opening
of the floodgates. Exactly.
And the politicians are going to play political ball with this kind of analysis.
Exactly the point I was coming to, because already floodgates in India open. When you say between you and I, apart from say we're a lawyer and we are journalists and we get all sorts of information from different quarters, and when you say I'm not for restraining on who say judgment, you want person because when you say one way or the other, a political, obi say political, obi say political. So say I chat you to me, so obi koye biya nipa no ayem from so.
Nipa no ayem from so. Look, 2 mistakes don't make a right. Why you from so far and check social media. Since this statement from Tati, check social media. That is now you go and move in and you do without any modicum of restraint. You do you go and move in say what they have done is a political judgment. What kind of Gabi so actual? As I said, it's a corrupt judgment. That is unfair. What is most unfair? And nothing here say Bar Association that's stepping in right now to stem the ugly tide which is going to come up. I think it's bad. But what say contempt is not over yet. You can criticize the judges, their judgment. You can criticize it in the most violent fashion that you want, but you are not allowed to abuse them. You're not allowed to scandalize them or scandalize the courts. You are not allowed to impute ill motives. If you do that, you have fallen into the trap of contempt, and you ought to be punished accordingly. Near a free tatubano, sad. It's to say the least. It's very shameful. It ought to be stopped immediately.
Well, something ebedo ase ni eja mo akọ court na me sure say nkomo ye beto aso. Ano pay that say. Lawyer Samson Ladi ayenini a legal practitioner and a colleague here multimedia group limited na. Obenya mangosi amaka na no atu.
You can speak.
Anyway,
lawyer Nakekano, say he has said it all. Enyefe kra say ebebanesa say penimu pa.
But so what teacher chua minim so we program now, but subsequently my excerpts of the program my hearing na question bi a kwesi prat bi sa no eno onu chachu kra wanye Supreme Court na no ya di kra o ochiko nachi ebra onu ni case ni bae no jasani ebo asabre not appeals court as a judge niema bi oye ni ruling bi oye eno osan de beto Supreme Court die ho eno se de bi papa no MPP nti no oye sa no
eno kra na emanu ye more dangerous.
Okay,
se emse owo ne mrasepo na enye sabri ena ewo se anka oyi hu adi kire no
ofa ne ho asem ahye ntirim dada.
That is the point. Owo ne ho asem woni tirim dada esan sa court dada ketwa no asem a odiye ana ono chatu no efa no so nti wonya ne sa epo no wo no nti emse kwasi minu kwasi kobisa no Osi we die ene abampa manya nice opportunity. Inti me use na my head ma castigate one judge. Me feel say wakita mi mufi ho ana wasan de aba na mi hu de opese o chiri bia wo mra no na osan attribute no to political party ba ko ye MPP eno na constitute petitioners no ohu esa na ade a enye kra na me no ne ha me say we ya abai papa ya okoka asase wi o ya nya no hwi o wa single out obi a wo panel no so aso ya nya no hwi so obehwe kra dem ho na ye di asem no eya na o mu titinu with caution so ase surobi wo no ho nti ono so use sa opportunity no na ono so de ayedi opebia say ebia on de oye above the law nti back asimbia o kai no eya na sometimes eya na eputu meaning pa or say the law is like a tempered net. The small sneak through, the great breakthrough, and the middle size are those caught and tangled. No crepa because obi hunu bi na koka asase we ya. Anka by now, anka Christian Council, any other churches, any other pastors, other bishops, anka said the oma brepa wo empaibo anadwana fasting ahoro a nyina hwehwe peace imra south ase na aba bedu sabre na papa yi pese oyeden odi aba bom no so anka obi kufro bi middle size bi na koka ya kanope edwa den ka beti newspapers anka Sunday nkono no omde ne be ya sorry enso esense papa yi oye panimu na mihu obu a omde man ntino onso obi anka ho hwe asumdwe no so a ye hwehwe no ensem bi sei ene betumi adan ede aputu no off gear asumdwe na ye hwehwe no ensem bi sei ne betumi aputu no off gear wow ensem bi sei no eyade a obi empe na enwo sei ye dan esi nso ohuro weye ohuro ene otan eye otan fronko bi a papa ne pese NDC for omode ma sa lawyer no enye fe senko kan ye kura no ka say ebi a panel no so no NDC for ebi wo mpa MPP for no so ebi wo mpa na okan ni ye bu na nka wasan abo judge foforo say ebi a chairman no kura nso no so yenim so wo MPP NDC de into ogina fa akwa we de wayi nipa ba akopɛ na wode na betena ha na wo sopa no na ne eye media ne eye medane se ewiasefo nyina nya bre ade hwɛ ade bi life enti se de okan se wo mu se ni mu ewiasefo nyina ni ye mra pon no enye ye nko an de ewiasefo nyina kitabi facts a law no a omde to ho no se no kure se ene ye constitution me de menye lawyer de se ene no ko se ne no babrao lawyer fo no nyina ni yenso ne ayetie ye no se ye de totomra no ho kakra yenso yetumi hu se ekoyie ana se ankoyie ena facts no so se facts na omde baaye no ye nyina ye hu ye pink sheet eno ana kita facts ni nyina ampa nso se ne constitution no constitutional requirement no eni so South ase ena ensema omodidi bi dada no omu kotu Nigeria di ehonso baa ne yetiti firimu eto de enye ni nyina eguye ade na nka ha de nka yenso yentiti firimu na ne enye ne yentum South ase enti no so ohwe sa ne ma wenum nyina de ame de megitum emra na judgment no South ase me accept ne mo mini omo nya adwene me de me ni omo nya adwene me gitum pa ba me ni omo nya adwene for the sake of peace inti me de me gitum abato no enye na nko an na yato aba enye no nko an na ya abato a ebetwam e wo Ghana ha na abato no nso se yeto aba no a enye se abato no nko an yato ama no na je se enye manyina awie peye echire nsem enso e wo ho se yento aba no mani pakwa eno nso eduru ha ye be den ye be ka ho asem se memfa nto aso a me de beto aso
obe mo ahome so kakransa na makasima nkro na no twe abo ye ka say member of parliament de ma Dade Kotopon ni Amasana Mwale, former deputy minister of food and agric ofia ni akwaba
pacho mejimaso
boko de
na me na don bibia boko
yo election petition judgment and matters arising nkoma aba ni guso ayedie nano ura chachishikata o TV3 for dwumadie so ensema okoto dwa me so wate eno ho nkomo ni yedie otie na it was say
oh say mati bibia na mene chachu ya adwen
really
yeah mene ne adwen in the sense I'll point out one justice enim yeboa say on one kasani case bibia mene ema mene ne adwen no say the man the bia yedi asema e wo court nyina no he has always been antagonistic against the NDC in all matters in a sense say ono tatunan kasani case mpo I call appeal no appeal can appeal court judges no he interpreted giving immunity to International Finance Corporation no the immunity of IMF so they have immunity but in the long run when the thing went to the Supreme Court it was 10/10 and you see on the case no and the case that particular judge has always been biased or has always been partisan that's what he's saying and he say to me the say judgment bar a legal outcome number and a logical outcome and to me let me say judges can't say whether only you only you SOG2 Tajika and Kasi on YouTube but all what he's saying he's pointing out say that particular judge has always been antagonistic towards a certain particular political party when the political cases arise. That is all. So I think I side with Chatuchikata. Yes. And I'm telling you the truth. That we share consistency, how he goes about his things, you know. It's my kind of judgment, you know. In fact, the Supreme Court, we say, you know, maybe dear, apart from Matugubano, the one that I dove my heart for is Justice Bafuboni. I dove my heart for that man. Because I listen, I watch the whole thing and I see, say, he's giving judgment in interpretation of the law that is before him. But he cited examples, cases.
Just two examples. So on only
are
case
two examples just.
No.
How many political
enough grounds to conclude
how many
that judge is MPP.
I never said he's MPP.
No, also a partisan.
I say
you said he's partisan. No, you said he's partisan.
I said he was giving partisan judgment. That's what I was saying.
For two
but
times.
I never said he's MPP. I have never said.
You didn't say MPP. So but you say he's partisan.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But Chachu argument in say or MPP, and then if you say he's partisan, obviously conclusion is that or MPP.
What I read, no, Chachu never said he's MPP.
No, Chachu said he's
MPP. No, what I read.
Or say because President Kufuor appointed him, he thinks that he holds loyalty to those who appointed him and who appointed him.
But that doesn't say he didn't say he's MPP.
But who appointed him?
No, but listen, he didn't say. No. Kaba. You see, yeah. Let's like journalists, you report what you hear. You don't interpret. You are interpreting for Chachu.
No, but we are doing an analysis of
but
what
you are interpreting it for Chachu. He said the man is MPP. He never said the man is MPP.
He said President Kufuor. We are doing an analysis.
Yes, and I've read it. But when we are doing analysis, never use a word or something that the man has not said. He said the man was appointed by President Kufuor. Okay.
I have said, Chachu says, because President Kufuor appointed him, he owes a certain loyalty to those who appointed him.
He never said MPP.
But who appointed him?
He said President Kufuor.
So who appointed him?
So he never said.
So the next question
President
logically
Kufuor, let me tell you something.
to ask is who appointed him?
President Kufuor. Listen. President Kufuor is not MPP.
You don't have to even believe
President Kufuor is MPP.
He's not. If I say he's not
MPP.
No, I'm not saying he's not an MPP member. I say he is not an MPP. When President Kufuor was the president of the country, he is not MPP. He is not MPP. he is saying he lost allegiance to those who appointed him. It is NPP did not appoint the man.
Then let me ask you, Chachuka said those who appointed him, that
is it the NPP that gave the appointment?
Meba.
It is not the NPP that gave him the appointment.
Or board President Kufuor and also those who appointed him. So if President Kufuor
is it the
appointed
NPP that appointed him on his appointment letter? Was it the NPP? It wasn't the NPP.
President Winnie
it wasn't the NPP. Who was taken to court?
Who are jubilating?
Who was taken to court?
Oh, Assembly Grand.
Ekwanako is not NPP. She's jubilating.
We always act like the ostrich.
But
we bury our heads and pull
No. I don't say you. Honorable, I don't side with you. President Kufuor is not NPP. NPP did not give Jensani Yebua appointment. It is not the NPP. His appointment was not NPP. So it was the President of the Republic who was president for all.
So Jensani Yebua owes loyalty to President Kufuor. Is that it? Is that what you are saying?
Maybe. I said maybe. Maybe. So if I tell you that,
so petitioners in the court in President Kufuor count.
Petitions a court.
Ni party in President Kufuor count.
Say the party in a court.
President Kufuor count.
On count.
Ninety any loyalty now. Yes, all need to. Sapa Kufuor President Kufuor no appointed. President Kufuor count. So what argument are we making?
Also no. A group of like-minded people.
Which group?
A group of like-minded people.
Which group? Which group? There you go. I want to say you see, so let's be analysis.
But you see, when you say NPP, no, I don't.
No, but just accept it. What Baba is a group? Which group? What Baba because it is
a group of like-minded people.
And which group is that?
Well, it's a group of like-minded.
And which group is that?
We have caucuses.
No, which group is that?
We have caucuses.
Which group does President Kufuor belong to?
Why was Alam Chamati attacked when you went to?
We are not talking about.
Why was he attacked?
We are not talking about.
Why was he attacked? So it's a group of like-minded people.
And y'all are some near can. Yeah,
Taba me ko eni. Me ko eni. Na really as we dey.
Ni sincerely in your heart. Sincerely. Say wo work I be can so much as you can.
Say, well, it did not happen to me, but me, I'm using it from the IMF, IFC, and IMF. Then or the question will say IMF has immunity, you know, because of that. So therefore, IFC has immunity. Oh, it is true. It is true. Because he. Okay. Yes, because I followed it. Look, that time I was in the. Because I was following it.
The judgment was it given to Jatu or the president or the NDC?
Which one?
What finger?
Which one?
After him defending
which
the
one I talk to Sam?
I'm talking about the judgment. I can't want them.
Me can here or yet already he has made it. He has made that.
Was that necessary this time?
Let me tell you something. You see,
do we even need to?
Yeah, it's a judgment bar.
Oh,
whether you agree with it or you don't agree.
Just accept it.
Wait,
just let's carry on.
Honorable, wait.
So we aren't here for ourselves.
Yeah, it's a judgment bar.
People are watching.
Whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, you have to accept it. Canadian Japan judgment hereby. The prosecutor and the attorney general knows that the court is taking that case to has no jurisdiction, yet he took it there. The judge knows that he has no jurisdiction, yet he listened through the case. So these two people.
Oh, you are saying the judge knew?
He knew. He knew he had no jurisdiction.
No, what's in the court in the case?
So you knew you had no jurisdiction, but you went ahead. So I can say that you are partisan.
Hey.
Yes, because you knew. The prosecutor is partisan, the judge is partisan, because they know that they don't have jurisdiction. You, the judge, you know that this case that had come to you, you don't have jurisdiction. But because of political, when the case was thrown out, listen,
I'm surprised.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. So when the case was thrown out, I wasn't surprised. But he knew that he had no jurisdiction. And say who you say who need jurisdiction. No, I go to only have to accept it.
The prosecutor or partisan.
When I say partisan, I'm not saying political partisans.
So what are you talking about?
Unim Kaba. This is my argument that I'm putting forward. It's just a matter for you to get.
But
let me
so Okas will be a partisan.
If I say somebody is partisan, he's biased because he knows. Kaba unim say. Ebi abefa say radio good for asem enye wasem but you see, baby. Now you the brewa.
This is baby. Oh, baby,
these are some of the things of your group that anytime somebody, let me tell you, anytime somebody is trying to make an argument or a submission that is not favorable to you people, then you start attacking the messenger. That's what you are doing now. That's what you are doing now. You start attacking the messenger, and that's one thing that most of the time, no, I don't side with you people because you always want to attack the messenger because when you see that the case is not for you. What I'm saying is, once a judge, court, I declare a case, you can comment on it, and I'm saying, even that of Kennedy Japan, it beats logic. Like any logic, they call court on. Oh, and let me just say, it beats logic. Any logic, they legal issues. And to say, I have to bring it to tell you.
Oh, that's me.
You see, these are some of the your strategy. And strategy, your first strategy, you no. So because so those things do not intimidate people like us. Oh, you see another thing. I was using this as an example. You see, these are inferior tactics. I am because I'm only using. I'm telling you when because I'm only telling you something that say judge at the assembly. Say, this is how I see the case. We all have to accept it. Say, lower court, you have to go for review. The Attorney General says they will be going for review.
You have to be making wise comments. And you say,
so I'm stupid.
Oh, no.
I'm making stupid comments.
No.
Sure, I'm making stupid comments.
Oh, sorry.
Because the comment is not going your way. I'm making stupid comments.
I apologize, Mr. Me.
And you per se. No. Sorry.
I apologize.
Why? Generic. I'm not tagging you for that.
So we are all stupid.
Oh.
Yes, we are all stupid. He said it's generic. That's like my
you
are talking, say we don't make we make stupid questions.
You
understand? All what I'm saying is
no.
All what I'm saying. You use the word stupid.
Oh, me?
No, you use the word, but I interpreted it to be stupid. Let me tell you something. Kaba, let me tell you something. We are making analysis. Either you are for or you are against. And I say I support what Chatu said. And I'm giving the reason why I support him. Why Chatu said. That is not stupid. It doesn't go well with you. Normally, no.
But
it doesn't go well with you.
But
if judgments come, you'll be able to comment.
I didn't put Canada Japan on the floor. I was putting the case on the floor.
Certainly.
I didn't put Canada Japan on the floor.
And I don't know no can say judgment never now cast will be able to comment on. As say a wise commentary. But I don't know what take you offense. Emma, why apologize? Now make us once why apologize.
Oh yeah, I said twice. So me, all what I'm saying is say, judges and a court edin we say ba about three abenya. Which may make you all sort of comment about it. Say that Gabby make comment on certain we say and some people will side with you, some may not side with you. And I say I side with Chatu. Because me share IMF IFC case now Judge Justice Anim Yabua UC I think he has not been fair.
Now I case because Chatu cited that case to support his current argument because that case 3 judges in it now, so 2 ruled against him and then 1 ruled in his favor. Why would he cite Justice Anim Yabua? Because 2 judges ruled in his favor.
When you rule, you write your reason. His reason, Chatu was not attacking the reason of the other one that ruled against him, but he was attacking the reason that he gave. If I say, me share Supreme Court judgment, Makai and Yabua, the rule, the argument, even though I don't side with him, I think his argument too is not bad, but let the word crumble so far as the Constitution is being infringed upon. So I was even thinking, so if the Constitution say, if excuse my language, if the people, the presiding officer do not sign, Justice Adom should be shot. Will you say that he should be shot? That's what I'm not. Should it be like this? Should he say he should be shot? Sometimes like we look at the spirit. We look at the spirit. We look at the spirit behind. I'm not. You see, these are some of the thing again. No, I'm not saying. You see, I'm using something that
too extreme.
So don't stop. I was using something. You look at the spirit. You see, who editor?
That if it were to be in the constitution, say so be and some people just the name should
say
be
example no.
No, I don't have to carpet so no. What's examples need be new.
Okay, I will draw it. If they say if the presiding officer do not sign, Nia Masana Mwale should be shot. Will you rule that Nia Masana Mwale? If I am the judge, will I have, and I'm a learned judge, will I have to rule that? You look at the spirit behind the constitution. The spirit behind constitution. Ya won't say. And then she can see election now. Meaning say you declare you can't identify here. But general catch presiding officer say, Madam, sign and sign what declare results publicly. We have all been doing the wrong thing. A lot.
Mananusi. No, the Mananusi. Oh yeah. Where who interrupting?
The tactics of when you see that the argument is not going for you, then you bring this kind of tactics. We say Ghana has say no. We have been making mistakes all the time. Now from today, anytime that you are going to either buy election or anything, when the results, Ujana say Kanya, opinion leaders all no, observers all no, and a pulley just all Yabesha say the presiding member signs before even declaring the results. A lot of from 92, a lot of results have been declared, and the presiding members sign after they have declared the results. Everybody has signed before they sign, or sometimes they don't even sign at all. And they carry it there, and the return officer will say, "You haven't signed, so sign it." We have all been making mistakes, so that mistake should not be used to punish the electorate. But on my rule, let us accept it, whether we agree or we don't agree. Let us accept it, and then move forward.
Now, so in Sembika.
Example we of mine say constitution. Me atron say ono owie bibia emunutu a
mankasa
ana o say one sign
bibia emunutu a na wo say ebonutu ana constitution bi eni hono a ebetumi de example e o mai ahyem na tio ye nyina ye ti me ba
widows how widows and widows should be treated, spouses. So up to now we haven't done it. But that constitutional provision is there. We are not doing it.
Kaba yenyina ye hoyi oko union officer pen da oni hiawa ofa na ode kwa se eya bi okra on san fa ma bi anti se o dakru bi de okofa na ye chewa yentumi nkase wa bokro no
se nya o
that is the point. Constitution is a chrono.
Let me tell you something. Obi to me depend now. All the same dia na jasho
boto. Refi na de ko.
Un share kase o say but
me kase we bi say
o kase be interpreting na e be kase ko.
Wa kofa. O for obi ade e different.
O ko nipa ni ho na wa fa.
O ko wia e kase o fa. E go fa the same dia.
Say na constitution 2020 I don't know ya be kase na
o fa the same dia. Na the refi na da share boto ma.
Na say nipa ni claim say we wia na court. Na pa e no say o de kwa.
Na wan wia the referee in the manuko can say or that shit bottom. So when you are giving this thing,
let me say judges use let me
tell you something. Let me give an example.
Constitution,
do you remember the man? Do you remember the man?
Respect the constitution.
Do you remember Edumasi the Kano Jews who okay?
I was somewhere now go far.
I don't make man example. One, chasing use two. Edumasi anko armed robbery. But if you look at the analysis, you think say what he did was armed robbery because he used the gun. He gave a warning shot, collected the car from the man. When he took it to Keko, he didn't send it to the police station. He sent it to his house. He can be charged for armed robbery. But Obiano said Edmas didn't go to do armed robbery. It's never be one who said, yeah, sure. I say you the spirit behind it.
But my first text message is near Kogabi or Chida Consusu or there's Babituja. Still on this judgment. Emmanuel Emua or say Kaba. The NDC MP is confusing us. You should know better. Greetings to all MPP supporters. Educhum Mensa Swatro say writing from Mampong. Kaba, the NDC MP is confusing us. With the smallest noise in the studio, he tried to respond. Was that even important? Or was Chachu's statement important to make? We must learn to live in peace. Charles Owusu, good morning, Kaba. Please tell your NDC panelists he should go and learn the meaning of partisanship. He can say that the 6 judges also ruling in favor of the AEC and the NDC. The president also appointed the NDC MPs for ministerial position, not the MPP. We mean take the trust of your argument. And I say, Solomon Akosa, hey, I now see why our parliamentary. Okay, Solomon, I think it is below the belt, so I won't read it. Thank God, Nana Addo has proven to the entire world that he has democracy at heart and the nation at heart. Upon all this name calling by the NDC, God continue to bless his ways. One from Sydney Aka. Good morning. Kaba, what Sir John was saying regarding some NDC members wearing white cloth in court rooms is bogus. Sir John Castle Mom Chatare white L court. Also President Mahama ne vice Eshe white L Flagstaff House. Tia Monso hear from Burkina Faso. I'm watching and pay. One from Edward Boateng. Kaba, what is the NDC MP saying? I beg your pardon. We are watching. Oh, please. All right, Edward. The end to us. One from. It's quite serious when people, for the sake of political party, try to defend the indefensible. It's a shame to see me defending Chachu in this manner. Kwabena Michael writes, where are the peace counselors? That is human verdict. God's verdict is coming soon. It will not tarry. Surely it will come to all of us, and we will see where it will go. One from Yaofusu. Kaba, good morning. Greetings to Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuor. He's a great man. Those who defamed his character, those who misquoted him, and I'll say one from Gerald Anthony Fredu Ajiman. Kaba, why have you refused to read my text messages? If the 5 justices of the Supreme Court who voted against overvoting based their reasons on an ideal, unrealistic, strange classical definition and not a functional and practical definition, then it's a travesty of justice and a mockery of justice. There is no justice here. Fredia or Trophy Cape Coast and our D. Freedy Brain. We need someone actually say, I agree with something Ladia that Chachu should come again. In fact, he's a bad example of a lawyer. Suni Samuel from Wulugu and or the Eddie Brain. One from Charles Jawuli Kaba. Good morning. Personally, I have observed something on your media, which I think it is not balanced journalism. The contempt case concerning what Sir John said on Oman FM, attacking the judges, was overplayed back on your media. Atubiga's case was played over and over in order to expose him more. Gabi Ochidakun posted on his Facebook or describing the judgment as partial and corrupt, but nothing has been said. And you're about to be discussing this here. We are just about discussing your text message. Why? One from Einstein, Kofi or Chachu's statement is unfortunate. Trophy Daboase, Edward Boateng or Sekaba, I'm a stanch MPP member who has consistently disagreed with Sir John. But today, I cannot say but agree with him this morning. What this verdict of the Supreme Court to me just put the 2016 election in jeopardy. God save Ghana, Edward Trophy Agogo, and or dear brain. And Archie will say, I wish my son Nathan Ando Dankwa a belated birthday. His birthday was last Saturday. May God show blessings upon him and Ade. Okay. Also, be at the brain 1760 email kabatmajoonline.com. Say Chachu dia o kan no nya. Gabi dia so o kan on abo am question ma.
Oh, Kaba. Me no nia meka wo ho ne say I have been advised to say judgment I should put it behind me. What I say? Ye nyina o man no nkoso na ye hwehwe. Na say obi kan bibi ne say ye hwe ne say enye man a say me no mintumi enka say eye mame ana say enye mame. Esun said the ubia interpret no and said the tie ne babia ubia nso kasa efri ye individual cocoons bia ye nyina ubia won adwene e wo enema bi ho me madwene no ene say asem ya omo kan se me di kan aka che say me de me no magye atum but me ne omo nya adwene me ne omo nya adwene nti ebia choice of words na ebia ebema obi ene me de no aye different dia ntumi hu ba me de maka pefe say me ne omo magye atum de na me ne omo nya de enye adwene nti nya metumi aka ho.
That's what you've been advised.
Oh, I have advised myself, sorry.
Ni?
Well, Gabi Ochidako, the executive director of Danko Institute, Osansu Yananado cousin, or your lawyer, judgment aba, wajatum, you know, necessary onion tomb, wajatum, the papa. So, kasi a corrupt judgment on carbon, on so not general. Why kind judgment thing in an who say, oh, or no one yard drink until they are corrupt, fasika. Well, or a Ghana, or some see a lawyer, a member of the Ghana Bar Association. Until, well, to me, dear, or no, or obit me to that share a Supreme Court so as one of the judges in future. Obit me akoso. Until so do all man. Obemo dia the incorruptible judgment aba. Judgment papa, obet me the aba. Until what can I drink? He's a Ghanaian.
Are you not being sarcastic?
No, he's a Ghanaian. I'm not being sarcastic. He's a Ghanaian. And they can push him to the Supreme Court. Any President Mama can say that Gabi Ochidako, barrister at law, solicitor, have appointed you to the Supreme Court. And you will serve as a judge. Odruonma, no so because what kind or a qualified lawyer, what kind lawyer judgment in your full say it is corrupt, full of corruption. And to me, yeah, well, he's a Ghanaian. I think he hasn't said anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, I can't Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams there. But almost 20 minutes past 8 or Adom TV. If I could drink crato if you are for Haba, na text messages are audio balance no. Yeah, they are taught so. Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, the futu the my president Mahama. Kwa obefa so no waka Ghana abom fi Supreme Court in semia aba ni na echi. Na kwa me na ye be suggest say president in fa so no wonka wo man emom. O text messages, emails and a tweet are the out the by back in kind. Answer na no yen krato mrasisia. Text messages 1760, email kabat1online.com, and our Facebook are here, Multi TV Ghana, and also with me and follow me on Twitter, accounting at Kojo Kaba, and I pay ni Amasamoa Namo Ali, a member of Parliament, and my Dade Kotopon and Afi, Manquesia, my member of Parliament, and my Fantia North, Minini Kaba, Iguso 27 so far, a chatwell, and I debate to us, and ni. Yeah, a bomb on for you, President Mahama, a call a Christian Action Chapel International. Na Okoda Nyamiase, or call to Nkunima Wedi no. And Archbishop would do the name say Brasson, so my penny can or may boom. But question now, be a besides another or may watch China. Sanity, my question.
Say, O man,
watch it.
Oh, say, we also for now, Okwa could do bushopper. Na say asofo no binumu enka no kra bishop de untumi enyo ho te se de wahu na hu ye so that say omu ye nipa bi a anka se de enim e wo setem bia omu ye sonko na pastors na e wo omu ase no omu yusu omu ohun na omu so tumi try say they will reach and even say pass near omu ye ni sisi no nia bishop ekae no so ye Ghana ni de bia ye kasa se kasa Ghana emu ayeden na se utimu na o se emu nyeden a enye se ebia market ne eye mienu ye di bi ma weenu ene ye di bi ma weenu ye nyina akọ market ba akọ na se dodo no a se emu ayeden a na che se emu ayeden Bishop say onye say on free Ghana o free Ghana ya na otie me say mo no ye oh o de Ghana fo akoma so ade ye nti bia mu baabi a ye wo say where we are say ne be ya ye duru ha how we got here and the baby a person ye call where we want to go and na ne be ya ye be duru ho and o de ye say mo Okani nyina, he has said it all. He has said it all. Power in itself, and more so say political or democratic power. That's a own exercising for the benefit of the people. Power no a power. Africa hani nim, as it was said, say many are those who win power in Africa. But few are those who use that power for the benefit of the people. So saying few are those who use power, but many are those who win power. And none papa can once a who win cause say debi power no you find antagonize power no you find any day and seek revenge. Power no yenye mfantrase. We use power to fix problems. Na obede na obetumi fix a problem, national problem, te say Ghana. Gradually no, Ghana is cascading into a nation ya mobesia intumi nye bibia menkoso. A nation say ya mobesia intumi nye development. A nation say ya mobesia yenye ni daso. Enti papa ne say power no you use for development, good governance papa ne ni nyina na tikromu awo hweji dan samsami bae obi ahu judgment debt in samsami obi ahu promises a government in my 50 schools per year obi ate what is on the ground papa no oti bi organa government assurances na can once me bi no. The man is a true Ghanaian or a patriotic or feeling. Say no, don't use the power now there bar. And you say obey that triumphalist approach na obi win power. No who obi na insinuate na castigate. Oh. So unfair principles na emfa Ghana nko baby ano. And no na papa na ka say enye necessary now. What we need now, no, peace here, to be sustaining through this, because you can say before, during, and after, no, peace, consummate peace, and no, and a papa can once say, abandon Nadia, we should not overjubilate. Name yen power no for development. Yen power no include those who have the abilities. I'm telling you, say no one party has all to develop this nation. Well, na yen who say, and you say, when your power anti now when you aje power omunya 8 months ni what exactly na a warm constitution on kasom beya or my abisine and you know whether there was a case in court or not near any development why we in so any development enti no papa ne de was said that power is for development he said so. Na menene ya adwene pa na development bi anso a ye casting insinuations development bi anso a ye ya na ye pese ye punishing nipa bi ye trample on the rights of other people no enye development hwese na Akufo-Addo dey crowd everybody is praising na Akufo-Addo or a living legend of democracy or a living legend of rights or a living legend of
I don't praise him.
or a living legend of human rights.
I don't praise him.
Everybody
so
knows this.
Don't
the whole world.
Not everybody.
He is acclaimed.
Say your side.
No, it is not only from our side. Many are those who are speaking for him. Say Wayadnia and other people couldn't have done. People are claiming, say, what even he said was serendipitous. Surely, say, Ebia, Adia, planning for. Now, so why, na a day in Faso Bebre, Abba, Obunisi, serendipitous. Oh, ni awaye no sa na de aba instantly no or admit it so I say because of a peace of a sustaining Nia what sought for what he has fought for all his years, his normal years, he has fought for peace and the right of the individual, human rights. Well, and I pulled until now. Into a coca win. Into yes, Papa Bishop, yeah, that was it. You have said it all. Into Namaka say me no, and I'm advising me who say me no cry judgment no, me say my jatum and so nyama bojo men kan ho asem bi abio because nia ye kan say nia ebi anu nia ye kan say power no ye nyusu ni ye power no ye nyusu power ni ye ye nyusu power no na ye create wealth ye nyusu power no na ye create employment ye nyusu power no enya say de beto ya no ne asese nkrofo ye nyusu power no na ye develop Ghana yen to me for Ghana and to two other countries bi ho e wo Africa ha ye bi e ka see human resource no say practically ni say ye hu say translate into development am say me na wi ase de enka hu ko he Nigeria ko he Egypt Cote d'Ivoire ya ko before the war Ghana ye bad that day de ye champion bibia e Africa ye see na ye champion and so hwe development unam nkra ha hwe kwan bi so and now tititi we ye betu petrol ye betu electricity mu ye betu nsuo wenu ne ka ho asem say o say government no o try say obey nyema ni yi any pay suffer any pay bre school fees here be David school fees here be any pay to nanya no ani ana no oka no he is calling for power is for building san oka we don't use power for even.
Would you chance?
I don't know.
No, I start your campaign.
We campaign. Power is said. Yes, you pay educational infrastructure. A school feeding program. Egu. Ni na Bishop sort of program. Egu nkora no so no ya mo eduane kwa bia na ye the infrastructure no go so akola na ndwene o ma ndwene and develop no go school we be see at yes unhu ade stunted growth
to uni Archbishop ya adwene
oh me ne ya 100% enye jubilation no na enye power no awanya no na emum se de obetumi use power no na odi dey improve the living standards of Ghanaians na promises do a wo ye no odi ni nyina beba into fruition no na papa no o kan ho asem o ye Ghanani Bishop ye da wase nyame insha
ni
unim say mama topic si na se be discuss na mo de partisan nyama ba be shema well I can also now after discussing it I'll put in partisan to say Archbishop Duncan Williams wayadi na kaba unim mo camera esi ase o computer ekutawe mobile phone ni nyina say ye omo ye no all the manufacturers manual e kan ho omo de kan o kan a no hu se na be ya machine betima use ni ye onyankopon bo ni padasene no o my Bible and a Quran and the manual or the account of human beings say ubufua mama idea and saw bufu so ninya so when tie sa manual na nya manual na kan na ubufua obenya BP obeku hu kwa na Bible na ka say vengeance belongs to me the God Almighty enti nkremu ake oweleto menu se kan twi
obi mi hello okay
oweleto vengeance menu se kan twi mu vengeance say obi aka me se me kan bi no nyankopon dia enti obi ya obi bia fa che no na ye asofo no ne omo ye ne se omo transfer Bible na man no nyankopon de ma ye de bebo ye de be hwe ni padase no no mo yi bibia afim no mo da abe man na se akakai enti Duncan Williams President Mama Eko na sorry so ka das no Thanksgiving service no use opportunity no Erika can say be a leader for all, don't be vindictive na tumi na wenya na so tumi na Nyankopon dia ma no fire de pa ade we si atia but Duncan Williams so there ono so we use opportunity no e di tunufo I send it to Dachi Ubabe President Yusufu say, so on your 2 million men find yet at the papa. So on your 2 men find yet the bonnet. So on your 2 million, Ebia Ghana skin now on chair. Men find Koto Hotel, Mauba, Wakaso Banato Hotel, no. So on your 2 million men find yen man near me beer. Would be former president Siri Numachia, Opus 2. Now, former vice president Siri, no more concession such in the fee. Send him, you see, men yen sa. And it to me, Uncle Pondiamano. She said, sure say, a Johnny, Ghana phone Yabanya Jandy. Ghana phone Yabanya baby, pa, Ada, Munya to your son, man, William to my new Efra. Well, who say, Martin Orcan?
Mananusi Pacho.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Auntie, say, Unya to me, fire the papa, I'm saying, no, Yajitum. Near Dr. Williams kind of Unyankupon Swaka. The moment you become the president, you have to know that you are taking care of all Ghanaians. Enti mean that Dr. Williams asi. Now a bit more so omunya tumia omudie in the bonnet party chairman po qualify because the police force omo hwe no do fie na kata so na yire kan so isa mobila police for ba so omo so mo hwe me your man papa inti me cut am at the police station make report inti I see police for hwe me no na papa me call police station na police for ebechi no na na ebe hu say ye de ni funu na ba beto ami barak say papa no wawu a na say ma tumi na so je sade osia na e tumi papa no inti we na Dr. William say ka no ye hwe ne nyina nya de papa say be Ghana for bitmi akọ won anim to am da say
Diabolic. In fact, I didn't baby.
Well,
say that because
someone I don't pay you. Yeah, text messages. Text messages. Or say Kaba, Francis Akable, or say Kaba. Ni, you are not using your manual. You two, you are not using your manual. We need someone say Kaba. Don't.
I've been vindictive. An eye for an eye.
Say Kaba. Don't mind Namwali. What do you expect from him? He's doing propaganda. In fact, I don't blame him. I doubt if there will be any reforms in our elections. Well. One from David Frimpong Kakari Kaba. I've been listening to all the invited NDC on your programs, but Nia Masad dear, yo, Yentuaso. Callistos Tengano Sikaba. I think Chachu should come again. However, I have followed the litany of precedents he outlined about the justice's previous judgment. I finally think our justices must uphold their oath, because that is the last resort to any election disagreement as per the Ghana Constitution. One from Francis Akable again, the NDC man. Okay, and Tuaso. Floxy Anyoka, the NDC MP is confusing us. He is defending the indefensible. What is wrong is wrong. He should not defend it blindly. Please ask me to speak to the facts and not do propaganda. They charged Kennedy Japan with treason and sent him to the magistrate court. And he expected the judge not to listen. Please stop this propaganda.
Magistrate court.
And about now, who is in charge of the AG's department?
Government.
Government is allocated.
It is state near partisanship.
No, I'm not saying the state. Nipana, you didn't do. Attorney General Nipana call or the case look. Treason, you can call magistrate court.
Bisa Attorney General. Bisa Attorney General. Now you're lawyer. Bisa Attorney General.
You say fact is in magistrate court. You fact is in magistrate court, madam. You fact is in magistrate court.
The Attorney General na nyade.
Oh, one yadi. Ni odi call one yadi. One yadi.
No, a partisanship.
Oh, one yadi. Because he knows. Oh, no him say you fact is in magistrate court.
Message is one or say
basic law. Some law school basic law. You better treason you find magistrate court.
Someone McDonald's has any tweet or say, I think Ghana is now under Okay, Mpacho, me can why? One from Chair Isaac Kaba, the NDC MP doesn't want peace in Ghana. Why is he supporting Chachichikata or Chiro from Ayom? Kasim Koku, I think Sir John should know best. Kofi Opando, your NDC man is confused. Don't mind him. Honorable Fontiakwa, don't mind him. Kaba tell need to be consistent and talk like a politician. The way he's talking, okay, now that's also mankind. Kwabena J. Kaba, every government who robbed Peter to pay Paul always depend on the decision of Paul. Sir John, chill, cry, you. One from Kobia Albert or say Kaba. In the past, man, most of us dreamed of becoming lawyers someday. But send your bay dear, Lord, no, you have the better insurance, so kakra. One text message that fake. Yakwa phone calls to media, and then the other issues are one. Yeah,
I could forward the statement.
Oh, certainly, you're about to be we'll end up with Sir John.
Okay.
Sorry, Akufo-Addo and President Mahama, they're near the area. One, I'll say, Kaba, in fact, why did you bring this NDC man to your studio? I'm disappointed. Asabre in Kumasi, I didn't know why disappointed. Kaba, please tell the NDC MP that the state is full of lies. And NDC members, no one can be. Unya some no one can. Ghana, Nyamun Kwana Modia, Kojo Free Keta, and not Troy the Bray. Kaba, my name is Joe. What I want you to do for me, please try and bring a lawyer on your program. Well, we just spoke to a lawyer. Kaba, program with Jayo. Jayo Kra. What your NDC panelist is saying is dangerous for the peace of this country. Ansong in Kumasi. Kaba, are you educating us or training us to do propaganda just like Nia Masana Mwale has decided to do? I
was a propaganda secretary.
Nana Amansie and or the brain of Boase. Muhammad from Ashaiman and Kaba, you had it wrong this morning. You have shown your true color. Which color now? I'm wearing white.
You're black.
Kaba, I'm an MPP supporter, but I tell you, Sir John should have gone to jail. When will he ever learn? And you, Kaba, sometimes I wonder. I'm very disappointed in the NDC MP by OK Kofiasi Ashanti. Kaba, do you know the reason why they lost the verdict? All because they did not pray for the nation. Kaba, can you imagine 2011-2012 bonus to cocoa farmers have not been paid? Please tell government to do something about it. Good morning, Kaba. Please, Chachi must shut up. One cried Nakako to a fias, one can anuntum. Bogo say ya different corn or the brain. And then one will say, justice must not only be done, it must be seen to have been done. The reasons for the election petition verdict should not delay unduly. Joe from Sehri. And then Amadou Fusaini from Nalerigo. Or say, may the good Lord bless Nana Addo, Baumia, Jake Addison, and his colleagues. But Ghana 2016 is in the hands of Dr. Farijan and Atuguba, and all shall stand before God for judgment, but not in the Supreme Court. God doesn't need money. What are you insinuating? I beg you. All right, you have a phone calls, but quickly answer now. Nana Addo, concession.
Well, or consider. But or chair and son or consider.
Oh, ni?
And can we December 7th, the 2 banana and guess or consider. I won't say he used a lot of options. Call brass pots, Uncle Gada Hormone. I'm first shall say Niama. SS and Kofor Kawo, Uncle for Sikan near the day. And Sana, and no, any young one, no Cassibia, Sana. Others will retaliate, but people were told not to mind them. No, kasi others will gather in other regions. Musombe sana just Ghana I say I basana just say constitution election no e din toka abagana. But a man for few no be few no muso we dey enya nyamwaye. So they decide that munya na yebeko court. In the midst of all this thing, they never condemn that violence. They never condemn it, and it is still on our website. You will call me Facebook homepage or they never condemn that violence. But the Yankupon say Ghana for a asumdue for. Enti a proper microphone some be na one yan microphone ka create MPP for ka create no nya no almost say microphone yama no nyame Adom won say e hodom no anyam one the last resort na say oil dey court no so no or file or court pe no be press conference e ki kan sem na nsem ka bom ka chi answer mo court no cap no enya no mo di court no mo si ye wia yi nana do vote bebre ni e ka kan John Mama dear home. But you could court then, yes, sir. Could court no, you went into legalities. One sign, one sign, and a pin sheet, double pin sheet there. But Yamina Domino. Judges no share now no castle with the unique case. Interesa community, so I feel as soon a blowing it. And Obi our call retirement. The last kick of a dying horse no, is to concede. And see, say, oh. As I said about Benya praises kakra, said by Guasen and Codoson.
The last kick of a dying horse.
The last kick of a dying horse. So Benya praises kakra, made our retirement. And to me, man,
good retirement.
Me man, very good retirement.
Nanado.
But the MPP before the neighbor bank, come in neighbor power because ono we're the best in MPP. So omonfa ono Nanado and Baumia, omonfa and Pe. No more sound from 2016. I think it will be very good for MPP. Me don't want to see.
You cover me that say text messages here what can ya edit say I shouldn't go down his way. Said you know I say or propaganda secretary and your propaganda near Bayawa. Messages now burning normally no care but say ya na balance. But when you know who say me no propaganda me cause I win. Ni mo ni abekọ say obia hu nia eye ewo nia nana eye hu em so no nko ana ontumi hu nia na eye
say the last kick of a dying horse.
Say nipa do ya normally you have to go with the majority, though they are not always right, but in some circumstances they are the majority are always right for some time, but not all the time though. But the American say we the majority ni right. E say ni anana ye no wa ye e de ahye Ghana fo nyina enkran or de ate Ghana fo ni. So Oshania, if we are saying if we are saying a view, well, in that prism of democracy, now Omar regarded Ghana
so
as a political entity. We are saying, enough. Oh, he had a choice to go back 5-4. 5-4
and 7-2. Then 5-4. Now 5-4.
5-4 into no media the okay mentality into obi aka senior we are full nyina ka say oh nana ya de oh nana wa ya de no nko say nana enya de nana enya ko
all right I'm phone calls
then Nia link the
abra we no BBC phone lines no
BBC na say
030221702211703 and after 2211704 fair natural wajo come here do afidie so non kro na
akon dey me pese me campa na say
for organize na president
NDC for insinuations no ya doso MPP for yenye enemies na nipa train no so court no mo nye enemies. The Lord is my shepherd. There has never been a
case. Ajaji pone kushemu na omwajeje na se ya chusu nipa o trans anka na singa se o de manyame na mo onko 3 anka kansemi ba ye penin ya so afi ni yin ba do hwe ne kasa mu ye o ma mu se na be ya o de peace e be dey e baba be dada se
ya da se yenko akosombo good morning
kawa
yes sir tiewom yenko nyame Adom
ukuru kwano kachire mpi no ye propaganda won so mra no me ukuru kwano agina kwano kachire mpi no ti won so mra no me ukuru kwano omra no me
ufi bagada
be pese me kachire
na on boy kwano
papa no to so wo ye mpanyifu bia yesua nyansa ni nimdie bi ye den ifi wo ho
panichew ye ne wie nse bi no to keka no aya na ebi mu akoma ehuru oye nipa nti esre no a oye panyin na boji se nyina fudwen oye panyin on kasa ma ye gwala no ye besua no nya na nado no ono so bibi won ho a ye se kasa si a
ya da se we fa so ya atem didie ye so atem didie so wa ha bacho George Ofrefitakwa, good morning.
If the team is favoring you, it's insulting.
Hello George.
Good morning, Kawa.
Me and you,
hello.
Me and you.
Me das so mama vas me tia wetie fu na.
Omo Joseph. George Kasa o yetio.
Verdict na buy no. Onyankopon na ama na back because o the way NDC MP no kasa na na chesa de na ko side ankeku na ko agency o makeku na o de ba Ghana ntidie Onyankopon aye no waye magana nyina ani asumdie ye NDC benifo omomfo munkunimdie no montrasi no monye de bebo agara no omunya sense mkeka no na M1 ye pasumdie o Ghana nyame ya manya ye so musa ye de wase
ye da se justice ye mo watching
no me ye ja kaba
me and you
na mbom design
nyame Adom tientie mo why
okay ye chalicha ye da sana pay ye da yen afi ye penifo no mo aboa Ghana and some more kind na ya to ye na so ye na ye pe ba ka ba masem ba ko America ama President Mahama atini say sisi abane say bi o ma ne enko ni DC ne so pa ne DC ne bi no mo mo de kwa ne kete fit dia abua asebu kwa man kase onti na mi si ha because sani ayen bi kosu na sani asame ni esi 500 yen sam no de we enko yi nti onti na mi si abua asebu kwa man kase no check DC no
ya da se
enko yi kwa
ya da se ye be fa ofofro o ahoma no so ye nua wa ahoma no so Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, Kaba.
Isaac, Zoom TV no ni enkasawai. Free TV no kra.
Hello.
Free TV no homa ni enkasawai.
Messi TV no.
Me and you.
Kaba, good morning. Zapani kan we there. In fact, Oshiye mu bi mebufu pa. Oshiye mu bi mebufu pa. Ye best there. Sometimes in penifuni be one and ba. Oh yeah, one can cast and show one son was one best studio because he's a more money no one. Thank you.
2 p.m. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. 2 p.m.
Good morning. Kaba na pomo.
Nyame Adom, me and you.
Onim anka wodan a wose kwan netene. E kan no so a wose anka wo ye ni se anke. Ye be sere so mo so pa me ofa chachu no. Ye be sere omo. E say baby e be ka se baby about to be aye de employee. E say court me who say His Excellency Goodluck Obama John Dramani Mahama. Okay, well we are born no we ni e be sere oba chante region ha obi sia ka bo say moya krompo so court ka ba ya tete so obi awia bibia je be sere omo. The court na prove say enye krono na di wini na aba no ye wini ne clear.
Me that's 2 p.m. Last caller. Kankani, good morning. Good morning, Kankani.
Good morning, sir.
Only your friend for chat.
Mention by can say in penny for no. In penny for ya o mun should be a pie because I'm say Supreme Court na dey na ya kuma so na mum. Asunje na hina ya pe. Sadio Canada, Japan and NDC papa na say e be kan court no. Ini mo bia mo na so asunje bi nti. Omun trust up the market so no ma asunje antina o mem. Anu mo ba boy hina rama. Akeka na penso Supreme Court atam so omun hwe ni papa because anya that be obi nim ne baba ichiri. Ebi atam bi baba na unya kuna fan court na o de basa ban ti omun hwe no mo chacha menu no mo
unfortunately we have to end it here. Time as soon. And pay finance from my guest. Ni Amasana Mwale, a member of parliament at the Ma Dadi Kutupon, or no, a former deputy minister of food and agriculture. And I feel a ora Amakwa Siama, a member of parliament at the Ma a Fantiakwa North. Before that's none of it. Yeah, crew, you know, na Abri for Betanasi, na idea if it's a match so no do. Edini na akọ akusi mo amusa ne text edamo ase emails ne Twitter ba ni nyina no pay da mo ase kai say me Philippians 4:8 me na ase kania sabre we mu sa quotation no ye nyina kenkan ebetumi aboai me de no no o de de hin nyame sharp